YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Obi back with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment, share the video, all of that. So, as you can see by the title, as you see by the thumbnail, as you see by this crazy arsenal behind me, we got a crazy video for you. So this one is a subscriber requested / inspired video. So basically one of my subscribers and one of my followers on Instagram asked me to do an Shtf video on, I think it was on Instagram where they was asking me for a while. So this video is definitely long overdue, but I told you I got you. I got you. That's why I tell y'all, hit me up on Instagram, Life with Obi TV on Instagram, and let me know what video you want to see. Let me know what you want to see, because I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. So anyways, getting into the video, I did want to contact that person, but I couldn't find them. Obviously, like, the DMs get crazy on IG and comments get crazy on YouTube. So I really couldn't find any of the people who asked me to do the video because I wanted a more in-depth description of what kind of SHTF. Are you talking SHTF zombie apocalypse? Or are you talking SHTF you got like 20 people breaking in your house? Or SHTF like you're at a store and something crazy happens? So I mean, there's a whole bunch of scenarios that you can go by. So with that, I basically said I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of firearms and I'm basically gonna show you which ones I would grab for different occasions, different scenarios, different situations. So that's what we got all these things right here. So what we're gonna start off with is let's go with something crazy, you know? Let's go with zombie apocalypse. You're somewhere outside your house. So zombie apocalypse, I'm somewhere outside my house. The first thing I'm going to have. And I feel like this is a good choice for me, but this can also be a really good choice for you guys out there. The thing that I feel like you gotta have, and I might catch some controversy through this one. Try not to knock anything over. Let's go ahead and show clear. Nothing in there. Nothing in there, safe direction. Wow. So what I have here is my Arsenal SAM7 SF. The SF stands for side folding because that thing can fold down, give you a more compact package, and then it can come out to whenever you need it. So this is my SAM7 SF from Arsenal, which is an AK-47 chamber and 7.62 by 39. Now I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why would you pick an AK over an AR? The reason why I would pick an AK over the AR, at least in an outdoor situation, is because you're, especially zombie apocalypse. Now I know the round is going crazy right now, what, close to $2 or something for AK round or something like that. But I got plenty of rounds. It's not like you're gonna be able to carry millions of rounds on you anyway, so I got plenty of rounds. So the reason why I would pick an AK-47 is because it's gonna require the least amount of maintenance. And being out there in the wild, you never know what's gonna happen, or rain, or dirt, or dust, whatever the case may be, you never know. So that's why I would rather have something that will run through that has a better chance of running through that, which is an AK-47. And why not go with the best, with an Arsenal? I know a lot of people probably gonna get on me, but in my opinion, the Arsenal reigns supreme, at least with the AKs. Y'all gotta prove me wrong, because this thing is built tough, and it has a milled receiver. This thing is built tough. So yeah, I might be a little biased with the AK, especially when it comes down to Arsenal, but you just get so much. Like, even with this one, you get an enhanced trigger. So if you know how triggers on AK-47 usually look, it's not like this. They almost give you like a flat trigger, basically. So this is a trigger pull. That is the wall right there. And that's right. I mean, it's not, you can't compare it to an AR, but if you compare it to the AK, it's a world of difference. So AK-47, and it comes with a side mount, so in case you wanna, you know, put an optic out there, in case you don't, you do got your irons or whatever. Also on the other side, it gives you attachments where you could rock a sling, so you could have this hanging over your chest while you're having other stuff in your hand. So that's why I gotta rock with the AK-47. Because it's gonna give you a lot of power with that 7.62 round. It's gonna give you a lot of capacity, obviously. And it's simple, like it's super simple, and it'll run through anything. So AK-47 would be the first thing I would grab. Now, like I told you, that AK will be on a sling, so I will have more space to grab other stuff. But what I would grab is my backpack right here. Now, we all talk about those backpack guns, but do y'all actually have a backpack for your guns? Do y'all actually have a backpack that your guns will actually fit in? So this right here will be my SHTF backpack. See, that's why I said I wanted more of a description, because I wanted to know if you guys want, you know, from the boots I'll wear to the truck I'll drive to everything, like the whole loadout. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments, because right now we're just going to do the main stuff, you know, the guns and stuff, but also stuff here and there with the backpack. So let me know down in the comments if you want a more description of like food, water, all this types of stuff. Let me know down in the description if you want me to do that video, and we'll get that jumping. But anyways, SHTF, we out in the woods, zombie apocalypse. I'm grabbing, after I grab my AK, I'm grabbing my backpack. What I'm gonna have in my backpack because I'm not just gonna grab one piece. And I know I said the whole thing about an AR, but what I'm gonna have in my backpack is this bad boy right here. Obviously, this thing fits really nice in the backpack, and you can put some other stuff in there too. But anyways, what we have here is a Q honey badger. Let's go ahead and show clear. Q honey badger, safe direction. Wow, we in business. We have a Q honey badger chambered in 300 blackout. Now the reason why I would grab this is to kind of contradict that. It's kind of counteract that. Because this right here comes with the cherry bomb, which allows you to attach a suppressor really easy. And yeah, because you're gonna be walking around with the AK, so you don't want to be blowing up the spot the whole time. Maybe you want to be a little quiet, and that's when this one will come into effect. And I got it equipped with an EOTech and an Olight. Oh, and also, because I'm dropping this in December, and Olight is doing their end of the year sale, I will pin a link in the description, pin a link in the comments. Go check them out. They're definitely having their end of the year sale. Definitely going crazy. If you want something, this is definitely the time to get it, because their sale's gonna go crazy. And you can use my code LWOB91 on all non-sale items. But anyways, let's get back to this. So the reason why I would grab this, and this is gonna be sitting in my backpack, just in case you run into a scenario where you wanna be more discreet, you wanna be more quiet, that's where you grab this, grab the suppressor, and you're good to go. That 300 blackout. Also, this thing comes in a shorter package, so it allows you to clear rooms better, and you can be discreet, and you can be quiet. So you get a lot for your money with this one. And this one has a really nice, I already checked it, nothing in there. This one has a really nice Geissele trigger right there. That's the wall. Wow. So you taking them out with this one. So this is the Honey Badger by Q, chambered in 300 blackout, and this is gonna be one of the main things in my backpack. Now, the next thing I have to recommend that you have is a flashlight, especially when you're outdoors, you can't see. I know a lot of people's gonna be like, oh, I just mount one to my pistol, but you don't wanna be, pointing your pistol at stuff that you're not ready to take out. So in that case, I would definitely recommend a really good flashlight, and I gotta go with another Olight. Like, Olight's going crazy this month, so definitely hit them up. But I gotta go with my Olight, because this one is 7,000 lumens, 600 meters of throw. This thing will light up the entire wood situation. 7,000, I don't know if I said 700, 7,000 lumens. This thing is crazy, and it's in a really compact short package, and this light can go from a complete floodlight to a spotlight, so it got the best of both worlds. Super bright, super crazy bright. So definitely you gotta have a flashlight in your backpack. Next will be my B&B knife. That looks like some crazy Ravel type knife. B&B knife, the reason why I like this, because it comes with this sheath or this holster, whatever you want to call it. People have so many different names for it, but basically you can attach it to your belt, you can attach it wherever you want, or you can just throw it in your bag. But yeah, easy access, really good knife, D2 steel, and this thing, you gotta have a knife, hands down. Especially you going out in the woods, this thing, tell me that doesn't look crazy. And it gives you some texture in the back, so that thumb can sit nicely on there. Man, that thing definitely go crazy. So you gotta have a knife. I'm sorry, you never know what situation you're gonna run into where you might need a knife, especially if you go hunting. So you gotta have a knife. Now, when it comes to pistols that I will rock in the SHTF situations, zombie apocalypse, I know what a lot of y'all are gonna say before y'all say it. Oh, he's a gun snob, he only likes staccatos, or he only likes 2011s or something. I like to give myself the most advantages to win the fight. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like y'all should do that too. But why struggle with a high point? Now, if a high point is all you can grab, definitely by all means train with that bad boy. But if you can get something that's, a little bit more expensive, that's going to make you a way better shooter, why are you struggling with yourself? Why are you risking your life? Like, I don't know about you, I'm not gonna risk my life for my pride and be like, oh, I can shoot a high point really fast, almost as fast as you can shoot your staccato. Okay, that's good for you. But for me, I'm gonna put myself in the best situation for every situation. So for this situation, I will grab a Glock 29 to be exact. Only reason why I'm grabbing the Glock 29 is because it's the most compact, and you can just switch out the barrels. So you can get the same velocity. You switch out the barrels to 20 or what's the 40, the long slide, the 6-inch. You can switch your barrels out to get the same velocity, or you can put the original 29-inch barrel and keep it at a more compact situation. Now, if you get the 40, you can't switch down. You can't, make it smaller, but you can make this bigger. You can give this more velocity. So that's why I'm gonna grab the 29, and also it's a 10 millimeter. So I mean, if you're in the woods, come on, you gotta have that 10 millimeter. That's that bear protection right there. And if this doesn't do it, if this 10 millimeter doesn't do it, then bow. I gotta have my 500 Magnum. Now I know this one is really fun to watch people shoot at the range.
ain't gonna lie, that's not fun.
But this thing does have a job to do, and if I'm out in the woods, zombie apocalypse, crazy, whatever, this thing is definitely gonna do the job. Let's go ahead and show clear on that, those crazy 5 cylinders. But this thing definitely has a job to do, and it's definitely gonna do the job. So if you want something that's compact, that basically no compact pistol is gonna be able to stand up to, definitely grab this bad boy right here. And bear protection, zombie protection, any type of protection, this thing would definitely take it, especially one of those 700 grainers. This thing is definitely gonna take care of that issue. So that's why I will be rocking this in that backpack right there. So the Glock will be the sidearm, 500 Magnum will be in the bag, the knife will be in the bag, the honey badger will be in the bag, the knife will be on the hip, the flashlight will be in the bag, and the honey badger will be in the bag. And honestly, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, at least for the outdoor version of the Zombie Apocalypse SHTF, because I was gonna do a shotgun, so in that case, will be my Benelli M4 H2O. So that finish stays beautiful in that situation, because this one has the breacher on it, you know, in case you run into a door, whatever situation you might run into. But this is gonna be the most reliable. But the reason why I'm second guessing this is the round count. Like you got, what, like 7 shells or something like that? But 7 shells of 12 gauge. Now that's a different subject, but it's still 7 shells. So you're gonna do the most damage to those 7 whatever that gets them, but after that, you out of luck. And that's why I brought these 2 bad boys. So one, we got a DP12, chambered in 12 gauge. Then we got a TS12. I think this is a TS12. Yep, a TS12. I've been getting confused with all these guns, but DP12, TS12. The reason, what I would pick is I would pick the DP12 first, TS12 second, because this one is more prone to malfunction, only because the way you operate this is I think you get 5 shells in each tube, but that's a lot of rounds. 16 rounds, I think they're both, this is, I think 18 rounds? 18 rounds, 16 rounds. This one is a pump. This one you gotta rotate the tube. So you get 5 shots continuously. So I mean, that's a plus. But then you gotta rotate the tube, and that just gives you a higher margin of error. And this one is a pump, so you get, every pump, you get 2 shots. So that's also a plus, and then you get 18 rounds. But the thing is, that the reason why I would pick the Benelli over one of these is because the Benelli is definitely gonna be more reliable. These just aren't reliable. Like I experienced jamming with this, even though this is a pump, and I experienced jamming with this. This is just, I don't know. Like this is like a spaceship gun. Like, I don't know, it's like they was just having fun when they decided to invent this, and that's kind of why I got it. So DP, I mean, if you want a 12 gauge, I would say, honestly, I would say go with this one. If you want to rock around with a 12 gauge, especially in the SHTF situation, I would say go with this one. Now, here's the fun part. Now we in the house, so we gonna leave the outdoors alone because you can't really prepare for that because you don't know where you're gonna be, you don't know what the conditions is gonna be, so you can prepare for it as much as possible, but then you can't really prepare. So that's why my main thing, the backpack, the AK. Main thing for outdoors, but for indoors, oh, I mean, I know everybody who has a plan, everybody who has a gun collection, majority of people, y'all have a plan indoors. Indoors, my first go-to, obviously, is gonna be an AR-15. I gotta go with the AR-15. I keep all my ARs clean and ready to go. Go ahead and show clear for the video. This one is nothing in there. So smooth, safe direction. Bow, we in business. What we have here is my Radian Model 1 chambered in 223 Wild. It does come with an EOTech up top. It does come with some backup irons on there, and yeah, I left this one pretty plain Jane. This is a 14.5 inch barrel pinned weld, so that makes it a 16 inch, so that makes it a full size barrel. I did put the B5 stock because I think that's the best stock in the row, and also this stock does have some holes in here so you can put some extra batteries or whatever the case may be in here. I picked this gun because I feel like in a home defense situation, the AR-15 is probably the best thing that you can grab, because this thing is going to be super smooth, low recoil, so that allows you to navigate from target to target. Your follow-up shots are gonna be quicker. I mean, you can't go wrong with this, and this has enough power. All right, take 2. Man, y'all should have told me that it was slipping, but I mean, there's a little jealousy going on between the Daniel Defense and the Radian, because the Daniel Defense used to be my favorite, but the Radian kind of took that spot. So, I mean, the Daniel Defense still got some spot, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But y'all should have told me that it was slipping. Anyways, like I said, the AR-15, I feel like it's gonna give you the best shot. It's gonna give you the best shot at surviving any attacker, whether it's 1 or whether it's 20, it's gonna give you the best shot. Because with the AR-15, you're gonna get a more accurate platform. I feel like everybody is going to be way more accurate with an AR-15. Now I know it's what you train with, but just, I mean, 5.56, well this one is chambered 223 wild, so you can run 5.56 or 223 in it. But with a 5.56, 223, you're gonna have so little recoil, you really can't even compare it to a 7.62 by 39. And this will still get the job done, especially if you use defensive ammo. So that's why the first thing I have to grab is an AR-15, and that would be my Radian. Ooh, now look at that trigger. Oh, on safety. Single stage trigger. Now the single stage trigger is not beating the one in the Daniel. I'm sorry, the Rise Armament in the Daniel, I think that's the best trigger out right now. Like hands down, the best trigger, especially the best single stage trigger. But let's go ahead and show that reset. Bow, and we back in business. This is a really nice platform. This is a really nice trigger. All around, really nice rifle. Expensive, but really nice. So the first thing I'll grab in the house for an SHTF situation will be my Radian Model 1. And to complement this, we're going staccato. So now we're getting a little sedity. So now y'all can bring out what y'all's going to say. Let's go ahead and put this up. Now for the sidearm, we're rocking the Staccato XC chambered in 9mm. Allows you 20+1 rounds of 9mm. If you get some good ammo, you can really do some damage with that. So Staccato XC, go ahead and show y'all that trigger pull, because that thing is crazy. Let's see it. Look at that's the take up right there. And after that, wow, we in business. So Staccato XC, and I gotta run this because I have never ever, like this is almost, I didn't say it's quite up there yet, but this is almost to Glock status in reliability. Almost to Glock status. I've never ever had an issue shooting this XC, and this thing runs like a dream. Shooting this from a distance or up close, running crazy. Especially with our SRO up there, I gotta run that Staccato. This is gonna give me the best opportunity to survive the fight, especially because the transitions are gonna be effortless. Like there's no recoil in it. So your follow-up shots are gonna be fast, transitions are gonna be fast. I mean, you walking out of there, you got a better chance of walking out of there. So me personally, Staccato XC and my Radian Model 1. Now, since he's crying over here, we're gonna bring out my Daniel Defense DD M4 V7 Pro. Let's go ahead and show clear with that. And it's got a Radian charging handle. So you almost Radian right now. So Radian charging handle, but it has that Rise Armament trigger. Let me go ahead and show y'all that trigger pull. Come on, reset. Reset. Fastest running trigger that I've ever shot, honestly. Like this thing is a dream, especially coming out of this platform. Zero recoil, because obviously it's a heavy gun, heavier than that one, longer barrel. See, this is what, 18-inch barrel? But what I would say for this one is I would say still this one can be, you know, something you'll grab in the house, but if you have more property. So like if you live on a farm, or if you have a lot of acres on outside or something like that. I know a lot of people that have ranges, you know, in their backyard. So they have a lot of property. So if you want to protect a lot of property, you gotta have something with at least a longer barrel, because this is gonna send more power downrange, and it's gonna give you more velocity, so it's gonna be able to reach out and touch somebody with that 18-inch barrel and still have good accuracy. So that's why I would say grab something like this. If I am in that situation where I'm defending a whole bunch of land, especially my property, yeah, definitely going with the Daniel Defense DD M4 V7 Pro out of all of these. Now, last but not least, well, also, I will still use a flashlight on an indoor situation, because unless you know for a fact, like if you live by yourself, and you know nobody else is supposed to be in your house, by all means, use the light that's on your rifle. But if you got people that you might not want to be pointing a loaded gun at, then you gotta have another flashlight, just so you can identify targets and civilians, versus you just point your rifle at everybody that walks. So that's why I would still rock a flashlight indoors, but I mean, that's up to you, whether you live with somebody or by yourself, whatever the case may be. I still say keep a flashlight at all times, you never know. But what we have here is my Q Sugar Weasel. Now, I don't have too much practice with this, but what I really like about this is the weight. This thing is super light. Now, even with all this junk that I put on it, this thing still is a really light platform, even with the B5 stock. Told you I love the B5 stocks. But let's go ahead and show clear. Nothing in it, nothing in it, safe direction. That best trigger ever made by Q. Let's go, I'll let y'all be the deciding factor. Is this the best trigger ever made? I don't think it's the best two-stage trigger ever made, but I mean, everybody got their own opinion. That's it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a good trigger. It's a really good trigger. But best, we're gonna put that to the test. That wall, super light. Like super light. It's not as pronounced as the Radiant. Like I can feel that Radiant reset. This one is you really gotta know what you're doing to actually feel that reset. But you can run this super fast. So, and also comes with that cherry bomb, so you can mount suppressor or something like that. Anyways, I would put this one in the same category as the Radiant, not in the same category as quality or reliability, but in the same category as what you can grab if, you know, stuff hits the fan and you're in the house and you want to take down multiple people. When we tested this, we did run like, I think like 500 rounds through it or something like that. No issues, no failure to feed, no failure to eject, nothing. And this thing ran like a champ and shoots, I don't know why, but it shoots super soft. I don't know why it does, but it shoots super soft. So I think this will also be a good choice if you want something that's a little bit lighter. You don't want to be carrying around the Dana Defense, and you don't want to be carrying around the Radiant. And this one also has a 16-inch barrel instead of a 14.5 pin and weld. So if you want that extra velocity, I know some people will prefer a 16 in that 5.56 2-3 round rather than a 14.5 or an 18 or something like that. So if your thing is to grab a 16-inch barrel, I would definitely recommend something like this. A Q Sugar Weasel. Q with their names. Go crazy. I think that's it. I think that's it. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see me do a more in-depth breakdown. Give me more details is what I'm saying. So if y'all want me, if y'all want to see zombie stuff with like the truck, the loadout, the gear, every situation, let me know in the comments. We'll make it happen for y'all boys. Or if y'all want to see more in-depth with the house, with the water, the food, all of that, let me know down below in the comments. We can definitely make it happen. But as of right now, this is, you know, SHTF. A little small, you know, home/zombie apocalypse edition. So let me know what y'all think down in the comments. But I appreciate y'all boys for tapping in with me. Let me know what y'all carry. What are y'all rocking with, like in your crib? Like what are y'all grabbing? Are y'all grabbing pistol, rifle, or are y'all grabbing SBR or AK or AR pistol, or y'all grabbing shotguns? What are you grabbing in your house? I really want to know that down in the comments, because I know there's some people who will still grab the Benelli over an AR. Or the AK over the AR. So let me know that down in the comments. I appreciate y'all boys for tapping in. And until next time, I think that's everything. I'll catch y'all in the next video.